Hi, I'm talking to Sam Chase. He's the president of Chasecon, which is coming up really soon in Saratoga, New York. Um, and I just had a couple questions for him before the con happens. Uh, what gave you the idea for Chasecon? Was it just a lack of nerdy things to do in the area?
I figured that there wasn't a Comic-Con, and it wasn't so much Saratoga Springs, New York, which ended up being the best place for it. It was a search all over upstate New York,
Yeah.
Vermont, where would be the best place for a con. So that was kind of like, why did I want to do it? I wanted to do it because there isn't really anything up here, and if there is, it might not be a show that people like, or, I wanted to give them, if I was going to do this, I said to myself, you have to do it and make it a real Comic-Con. You can't do a half-hearted Comic-Con or like a nice little show. You need to do it full-fledged. So
yeah, I know a lot of the ones in the area are really small, and they kind of feel, at the end of the day, it kind of feels like, wow, did I really pay for this? But
right.
Yeah, it's really cool that you're doing something bigger with yours rather than just a one-day thing.
Right. Yeah. That was definitely the goal, because I don't ever want to do anything that's gonna, because my name's right on it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do something that's gonna reflect like, wow, this con is horrible. So, but with 99% positive feedback, I mean, literally 99% positive feedback from the last one, I
Nice.
knew that we succeeded.
That was my next question about the one-day Chasecon you had earlier this year. How it went, and if there's anything you would do differently that you learned from that.
Well, definitely just make it bigger. I looked at it and I said, we were very limited on a budget, so we were able to take some of the money and, really do a better and bigger budget. So we went and we have a fair amount of guest stars, and which that's not too bad with the budget, but I wanted the looks to be good, so we got more cardboard stand-ups. We have more roll-out signs now with the Chasecon logo. We have, the space is twice as big as the original Comic-Con that we had.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be twice as big than the original.
Yeah, I made it to the last one, but not for very long because I ended up having to work that day. But the last one did look really good. I mean, compared to other like upstate New York events, it looks like this one was really well put together for like just a quick thing, like a one-day thing.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's see. So, why late October? Is it because it's like after con season is done and it's like a good, like?
That's correct.
Oh, good. All right. That's what I was thinking.
You nailed that question. Basically what we wanted to do too was a fall show. We just didn't want to do the spring show. We said that was the other big thing was, all right, if we're going to do this, we need to do it real. Like, we need to have fall and spring to bring in enough revenue. And to keep people interested, because a year goes by and you only did a one-day show, how long would someone forget? How long would someone remember until they forgot about it? So that was kind of weighing in the subconscious of, oh God, what do we do? So I ended up doing we went as big as we could go, and we did the show twice as big and a show only 6 months later, but it's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like it late October because it's like, I don't know if you've ever cosplayed, but cosplays are hot.
I do. So. Yeah, actually, I do Nathan Drake and Resident Evil characters.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, but late October is definitely like a good time for cosplay, and it's after all the other cons, so like everybody's like, they want to do it one more time, and it's good to have it late October.
Right before it's freezing cold.
Yeah. What major con events are you most excited for? Events or guests?
I'm pretty excited, that we have Bonnie Picey from Star Wars. That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
She'll only be there Saturday only. Also for wrestling fans, we have WWE, TNA superstar Kurt Hawkins. So that brings in the big wrestling crowd, and we're bringing in the film crowd. Also that we have Rika Muranaka. She's coming all the way out from California. She worked on Metal Gear, Silent Hill, Castlevania soundtracks. And a lot of the things that people don't know is with Damien E. Love Matthias, I mean, he worked with Tupac Shakur, LL Cool J, like some of the biggest names in the world that are household names. And they're coming right into the convention and just feeling so blessed by this.
Yeah, that's definitely really big for this like tiny area. It's nice that they're gonna come to the tiny upstate New York area to visit us.
Yeah, it's really cool. So,
Um, let's see. Um, what do you expect your cosplayer attendance to be like? Do you think there's like a huge cosplay community in upstate New York?
yeah, I feel that there is, and I want to have all of them, to the convention as much as possible. But also, besides upstate New York, I'd like to bring in people from Vermont. People that
Yeah, Vermont's not too
Mass.
far.
Yeah, and I want to bring in everybody that's around the surrounding states into this, great convention. So
Yeah, I think it's possible because I have seen other Northeast conventions go from really being really small to getting really big in just a few years. And I think it does have the potential to get really big because the last one I checked out for a little while when I got a chance, the cosplayers seemed to be really excited to be there. There seemed to be a lot more than I expected. And definitely the younger crowd in this area is getting more and more into cosplay.
yeah, and that's what I'm happy about because we have for Sunday only we have the children's cosplay. So that's up to 16 years of age. And on Saturday, we have the adults cosplay.
Oh, that's nice. That's good to know. That there's two different,
Yeah,
It's good to sort it like that.
yeah, instead of like because two cosplay panels in one day would. The thing is that there's other people there, like Rika Muranaka has to have her panel. Like everybody has to have their own panel. And I felt two cosplay ones in one day might be draining for a lot of people. So
Yeah.
we split it up where we're hoping people will come both days, Saturday and Sunday, for that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like that it's a 2-day convention as opposed to the one. I think I mentioned that earlier, but that's cool that you have stuff stretched out over 2 days to make it worth it going both days.
Right, and the cool thing is about Chasecon is we have Saratoga Springs right there.
Yeah.
So if you want to go out and go shopping in Saratoga because you realize you don't your panel the panel you want to go to isn't there for 2 hours. You already shopped a little bit at Chasecon. You want to take a break, just go out in the streets and shop and then come back.
There's also really great food nearby too. So.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, all throughout Saratoga. So.
Yeah. So it sounds like you have a lot for everybody across both days. What about the gaming community? Do you have anything going on for that?
Oh, yeah, we have the Super Smash Brothers tournaments with trophies.
Nice.
So that's a pretty huge deal. I got a guy coming on out for that, and he's phenomenal with Arcway Gaming.
Cool.
And then we have for Dirty Goblin Games, they're doing all, the Might and Magic, Warhammer, all that stuff. So
yeah, Magic's really big in this area.
Yeah, and it's like full-fledged, 2 days straight of that stuff. So if you can hack it, well, we got it here for you. So.
What is going on with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anniversary?
That, were you referring to some of the guest
Yeah, anything you have related to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know that you said it's the only one related to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anniversary, the only convention in the area. So do you have anything cool going on for that?
Yeah, we do. We have 3 original guest stars from the comic book itself. Actually, 4 of them. One of the guys that originally started it was Steve Levine.
Nice.
So Steve Levine will be there, and he doesn't really do cons, so it's a huge deal that Steve is here, especially up in our area. He's traveling all the way out from Wells, Maine, and Steve, basically he did all the stuff you would have saw when you were a kid, all the action figures, everything like that. He designed most of that, so having him at the convention is really great. And then we have, and also he was on the film set, so that's a big part for the 20-year film anniversary. So Steve is going to play a vital role in that panel. And also we have Jim Martin, who will also play a vital role as well, because Jim has all the stage set photos from the 3rd film. And he also worked on the animatronics for Leonardo.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so these guys have great stories. I mean, that's what the panel's
Yeah.
going to be about. So for the 25th year film anniversary, we really uh, felt, we needed to give the fans the best for that. So
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has had an impact on so many like lives in this whole like nerd community, and it's huge in the culture. And
right,
it's really cool that you got Steve to come out.
yeah, yeah,
Definitely have to check that out.
yeah.
Um, okay.
Lots of cosplay guest stars. So
Yeah, I saw that. That does look cool. Um, where was? Oh yeah. How's your artist, Allie? Do you have a lot of artists?
oh yeah, we have actually. I'm announcing our guest artist. Actually, getting him ready right now, but I'll announce him on your show here.
Oh,
Matthew Skip Sharon. He is a phenomenal artist. He did, I believe it was, 10 pieces of artwork for the show alone. So he'll be our
okay.
guest artist. He had Ninja Turtle artwork, Walking Dead artwork. It's just absolutely phenomenal. So he'll be there. Then we have, again, Steve Levine will be there. Um, we have Michael Oppenheimer. He has his own exclusive Chasecon only print as well. Then we have Bill Anderson, Kevin Conrad from Spawn, uh, just several other guest artists. So yeah, we have plenty of art going on for the convention.
Yeah,
Plus, also all the comic book sellers as well. Also Richard Bonk as well. He'll be there.
nice. The art is definitely one of the best parts of the convention because that's usually something you can only get at conventions. Like, it's rare that you meet
Correct.
artists and when they're showing off their work and you can pick out what you want. It's like something that only happens at conventions.
Right.
Um, so, just two more questions. Is this ChaseCon going to be bigger than the last?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I was expecting that, but I just figured I'd ask anyway. Um, and how long do you plan on doing ChaseCon? Are you hoping it's like a forever thing?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that was the point.
Yeah.
That was the point of having Chasecon Expo. In Upstate New York Comic Con or Upstate New York Pop Culture Con, which is what we're slowly changing it into. Because I said to myself, Comic Con, how long, how much longer can they last?
Yeah.
That's the real question. Is I mean, how many times can you keep doing this before fans get burnt out? So I said, all right, if we're going to do this, we need to do it in a way that it's a business, in a way that it is an event like Saratoga, County Fair or Warren Washington
Yeah.
County Fair.
People
We
look
had to
forward to
do
that every year.
yeah, so we had to do something that would be um, specifically based towards fans, and something that they would want to come back for in the years. So that's why we do film guest stars. We have all these different, um, different people. And we have the pre and the after party. Something that is going to be, embedded in people's minds because that pre and after party is at Bailey's Cafe. So
Yeah. I actually just saw that about a half hour ago.
okay, yeah. So that's gonna be a real fun pre-party. We sold it out last time, and we're planning to do the same with this convention. So
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a good goal to have it go for forever or at least many years to come. And I think that it's possible because nerdy stuff's only getting bigger. Um, there's new stuff coming out every year. People are getting more and more interested in it. Um, and conventions are becoming more mainstream than they ever were. So I
right,
I think it's a really good goal and it's definitely possible. So yeah, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. We'll definitely see you at uh, ChaseCon.
yeah, right on 420 or 4. Next one. For yeah, for 10/24 through the 25th. Also, the pre-party will be on the 23rd, and all the after party will be on the 25th. So. And this will be good for your show. I'll announce the next con, which wasn't going to be announced until you actually got to the con. That one for the spring show will be 4/23 through the 24th,
I'm glad it was
2016.
leaked.
So this is the first time it's been announced right on your show.
Nice, thank you. Thank you for leaking that here almost accidentally.
Yeah, no problem. So
So yeah, we'll definitely see you there. Thanks.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah.